Hi, welcome back to Spinning Whatever. Today we are going to be making a quinoa and bean chili. The ingredients we have is quinoa. If you don't know what quinoa is, it's used as a grain, but it's actually a seed, and it comes from South America. It's really popular in Colombia, Peru, Ecuador. It's mainly where it's grown at. Beans, diced tomatoes, chili powder, paprika. I have some chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. I got some corn that I'm going to go ahead and roast. It I've been soaking a little bit in the water, which we actually need to go ahead and put in the oven. You can go ahead and heat the oven at 350 degrees and go ahead and put it in the oven for 30 minutes. With your quinoa, what you want to do is, quinoa has a bitter coating on it, which you have to wash off. So make sure that you wash your quinoa for about 5 minutes. You can get that coating that is really bitter off. And it's cooked like rice. So it's 1 cup of quinoa with 2 cups of water and a quarter teaspoon of salt. You're going to bring it to a boil. And you're going to go ahead and, once it comes to a boil, you want to go ahead and drop the temperature to a medium-low, so that way it could cook. You will know that it's cooked once the quinoa has like a little root that comes off when it's fully cooked. So we're going to go ahead and start getting that water cooked, starting to boil. We can go ahead and drop the quinoa in. And again, you cook this like rice, and then once it comes to a boil, you want to go ahead and drop it, put the lid on it, and let it just simmer and soak up all the liquid so that way it could expand. Right, so my quinoa is ready. The timer went off. And all you have to do is, I don't know if you can see it very well. You see like little roots popped out of all of the quinoa. That means that it's already done. As soon as you see that it's absorbed all the liquid, you want to grab a spoon or fork and kind of flush it out. But as soon as you see that all those little roots, they're very interesting. This is actually my very, very first time ever cooking with quinoa. So I'm very intrigued as to how my dish is going to come out. But as soon as you see all those little roots, that means that the quinoa is ready. So my corn is ready now. And now I have to take it out of the oven. As you can see, it is completely cooked. Now what I'm going to do is I have to let it cool off so that I won't burn my hands, but we are to, and watch out, it is really, really hot. I don't know if you can see the steam off of it. Don't burn your hands. I'm going to let it cool off for a bit before I can go ahead and, oh, that's hot, and get it, we're going to get it nice and we're going to take all the kernels off. So my corn, obviously I cleaned it all, so all the little fibers are within the kernels. You want to make sure that you have a flat bottom. That way it's not inclined or it's going to wiggle back. I'm about to take off all the kernels going down. If you do not feel comfortable, you can always cut it in half. Let me show you real quick. Cut it in half so it could be stable, and you don't have to go from the very top all the way to the bottom. You can just go through. And yes, it will pop everywhere. It is corn. You know, popcorn, just kidding. So you are plain joke, so you can go ahead and do that to all the kernels all around. You're going to do that to both. So now that we have the quinoa ready, that's going to set be sitting on the side. That's the very last ingredient that you're going to be putting into your chili. As you saw before, I went ahead and got the corn that my boyfriend's been trying to steal because it's so tasty. But this is the roasted corn that I went ahead and took off the cob. I got the chipotle peppers. I opened up the can and I had 3, actually I think it was 3 to 4. And I went ahead and diced them. The bigger ones I cut more into 3 pieces. The smaller ones I cut in half and then with wine. I went ahead and chopped up minced some garlic, 4 cloves of garlic. I have a whole onion that I went ahead and diced up. This green pepper is a green pepper that my mom grew in her garden, which is weird because she still has peppers growing the other day in the fall. But I went ahead and diced it in large 1-inch dice. The spices that I have here, this is 1 tablespoon of the chili powder. The chili powder, this one has sauce. It has sauce, cumin, oregano, and chili pepper, and garlic in it. I did a ½ tablespoon of paprika. I did a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, and I added a little bit more oregano to my spices, and this is ½ teaspoon of oregano. I already got my pot over here heating up at medium high, so we're going to go ahead and put in 2 tablespoons of your olive oil. We're going to go ahead and drop the onion in with some of the spices and the garlic so it can start cooking. The salt and pepper is actually going to be to taste. You are going to taste it throughout. So I'm going to start with about a teaspoon of salt and a ½ teaspoon of pepper because I already have all the spices in, so I don't want it to become too pungent or too strong. Go ahead and move some of my stuff over here. I'm going to add my onion. Go ahead and add your garlic to that too. Mix it well. Go ahead and add in all your spices. Mix it up with your onions and garlic. Wow, you guys should be able to smell the cinnamon. It's like, it's amazing. Go ahead and add your chili. You don't have to add chili if you don't want it too spicy or you don't want chili in it, but it is chili. You can always add cayenne pepper if you don't like those chiles, or if you prefer to use fresh jalapeno or any of the poblanos or anything like that, you're more than welcome to. And I'm going to go ahead and start adding in the green peppers. Alright, so now that we have all of this cooking, your base, we are going to go ahead and start adding your corn. I'm going to add the tomatoes and the beans. Fresh roasted corn. Go ahead and grab our pan. So I'm going to bring them in over. Then I'll go ahead and add my black beans. I'm going to add the juice and everything. my pinto beans. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my tomatoes. These are diced. I didn't get crushed tomatoes. And if you want, you can always add tomato sauce if you want, or fresh tomatoes, roasted tomatoes. I personally put in the diced tomatoes. If the chili comes out a little bit too thick, that's fine. You can always add a little bit of water to make it less. I know some people like their chili really, really thick. Some others don't like their chili as thick. So you can always add even vegetable stock, more of the chili, juices from the chilies. But as you can see, it looks wonderful right now. This actually is going to be, I have to bring it down to a bring it up to a boil, and then I'm going to go ahead and bring it down to a simmer. It's going to be simmering low volume for about 20 minutes, so all those flavors and spices could go ahead and mix in. And I wish you guys could really have smell-o-vision in your computer, because this smells amazing. You can even get the hint of cinnamon and the spices. This is amazing. So my mouth is literally watering over here. I'm gonna go ahead and cover it up and bring it down to a medium low. And I'm gonna set my timer for 20 minutes, and we'll go from there. All right, so the timer went off, and it's time. Oh my God, it's so amazing. I'm sorry. So it's time to go ahead and add the quinoa in. Again, if you don't want it to thick, you can always add more liquid. I'm gonna go ahead and add the quinoa in. And mix it in. This is a very, very hearty dish. It is very, very good now that the weather is getting really cold over here. And if you are a vegan or trying to be healthier or vegetarian, this actually is a perfect dish too, because as you saw, I had no meat products, no dairy products, no nothing. It was all vegetables and spices. So it is time to taste it, and I'm patiently waiting for it. It smells amazing. So let's go ahead and grab the bowl. This also, I'm going to go ahead and eat some pita with it, flat. This is the same pita I've used in previous show. Just wheat, honey, olive oil with it, nothing leavened. So anybody who is not wanting to eat leavened bread right now, you can also put it with that. Let's go ahead and, wow. Amazing, amazing. Amazing colors. You got your greens, your black, your yellow, and little white squigglies from the quinoa. So let's go ahead and taste this. It's really, really hot. I don't want to burn my tongue as always. You can smell that cinnamon through too. Wow, it has a kick to it at the end. It feels funny with the quinoa in there. The little squigglies, I call them squigglies. Makes it like tickle on my tongue. But anyways, it's an amazing taste. It's a very good flavor profile. Again, if you want to add more sauce, you can. But that is a very good dish and a very quick one. First time ever working with quinoa. Very interesting. It has some great corn aroma to it and taste. But as always, thank you for joining me. And as always, hit me up on YouTube. Look me up at Christina Villafin Cooking. Or you can hit me up on my Facebook page. And as always, say thank you and have fun.